Today I've decided to do something that I've never done before. We're going to be flying in Europe for the first time ever on VATSIM. There's only one airline for the job, and that's the most prestigious airline in the entirety of Europe, Ryanair. We'll be flying the 737 from Stansted over to Dublin using VATSIM Online ATC, and together let's find out what is so different about European flying. Alright, here we are. We are on the ground in Stansted. I think that's how you say it, Stansted. And I have no idea where Ryanair flies, but the fact that there's a Ryanair plane next to us makes me feel like I'm in the right place. So I think we are good there. So yeah, let's go ahead and start setting up and see how this goes. Luckily, I'm using the 737, which is like, you know, a plane that I already know how to fly. Because I feel like if I did an EasyJet flight or something, this would be a lot worse, I would feel. Just because I don't know the Airbus as much as I do the 737. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and do our flows here, just like we would usually do in the US, because, you know, flows don't change. And hope for the best here. I think I still need to file my flight plan. I'm not sure if they do CPDLC here like they do in the United States, where you get your PDC clearance, but only time will tell. Alright, let's go ahead and go to our electronic flight flag. We'll go ahead and I'm pretty sure I just said blag instead of bag, but we'll go ahead and request that data, and I think we're going to be pretty much ready to start setting up the CDU. Let's go ahead and go over here. We are at EGSS, I believe. And we'll go over here, we'll pull the GPS left, we'll go ahead and insert that in here, we'll pull this into here, and I believe it's EDWN. Nope. ENI
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Like I was saying, it's definitely EIDW. Oh, that's not my flight number. Excuse me. This is already going great.
I'm nervous, Max. I'll admit it. I'm nervous, okay? I'll admit it. I'm nervous. All right?
All right, 127.180 is the frequency. Let's go ahead and see if this works here. If my click spot works. There it is.
1, dew point -2.
Whoa.
QNH 1025. Ground is open. Departing aircraft make initial contact on frequency 121.730.
Wow, even their ATC smells like beans and toast. All right, let's lock in. Let's get this ATC.
Stansted information Delta. Time 1850 Zulu. Runway in use 22. Transition level flight level 70. Surface. Wind 1,309 knots.
1,309?
Visibility 6 kilometers. No cloud detected. Temperature +1. Dew point -2. QNH 1025. Ground is open. Departing aircraft make initial contact on frequency 121.730.
730.
Acknowledge receipt of information Delta and advise aircraft type on first contact.
Aircraft type. We have to contact him with obviously information Delta and then our aircraft type as well. So let me go ahead and file our flight plan and we'll see if we get PDC. I think one thing about European airports that has confused me a lot is the transition level, because in the United States, transition altitude is 180 no matter where you go, no matter what day it is. But in some airports, I know it's not just Europe, but in other places, it's like assigned by ATC, or like other places just have other transition levels. So it's very confusing because each country could have their own transition level. So coming from the United States is definitely really weird. We'll go ahead and pick up our sim brief. I'm pretty sure sim brief did this in kilograms. I don't speak kilograms, so we'll see how this goes.
History began on July 4th, 1776. Everything before that was a mistake.
Alright, after a quick help from Google, I could confirm that 6.6 kilograms is the same as the estimated amount of fuel that we need for this flight. So, alright, here we go. 12173 is here. Let's go ahead and tune in, and we'll listen into the frequency, and we'll call for our first ever clearance in Europe. Stansted ground, Ryanair, 1121 information Delta, type Boeing 737-800 clearance to Dublin.
Runner 1121, Stansted ground, hello, cleared to Dublin, Utah 1 Romeo departure, squawk 5421.
5421. Clear to Dublin, the Utah 1 Romeo departure, squawking 5421, Ryanair 1121.
Runner 1121, we back home.
Let's go. Reback is correct, guys. Let's go. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get off of that frequency just because I don't want to hear a bunch of people while we set up the plane. Let's go ahead and finish up. I'll finish up the CDU, and we'll see once we start to get passengers on board. All right, passengers are finally boarding. Now let's go ahead and take a look at where we are actually going. Let's just kind of go over this chart here. So we're taking off runway 22, which is good because it's going to be a nice short taxi over here. There's a hotspot though. Hotspot 22 runway entry points in close proximity. So I guess we just got to figure out if we're going on Romeo or Sierra to go to the runway. And we're on the apron here. I'm not 100% sure if aprons in Europe are controlled or not. I'm going to have to be one of those noobs in the United States that requests for push and start clearance on an uncontrolled apron. So it's going to be okay. All right, we'll go ahead and request push and start once we're ready, and we'll taxi over here. I'm guessing they're going to give us Charlie Sierra, possibly Charlie Hotel Sierra maybe, and we'll hold, or we'll go ahead and take off runway 22. We got 10,000 feet of runway. That looks good to me. We're doing the Utah 1 Romeo departure. So it looks like we're to be departing here. We're going to go to DME 3.1 from the ISX VOR DME. Okay, so I feel like I should put that in my fixed information page, ISX, and then that's 3.1. There it is. Okay, now it's going to be 8 DME from... Dude, these departures are weird. They're all just DMEs. That's crazy. Okay, so from that VOR, it's going to be the BKY. I mean, these fixes are already in my FMC, but I'm more just like, I don't know. I'm just making sure that they're in the right place. So that's the 8 DME, and then that's 5 DME, and then that's 2 DME. Okay, and then, so that's above 850 feet. And then this one, we got a restriction at or above 3,000, at or below 4,000. I think that restriction's in there. There's only time will tell. And then 4,000 from there. 4,000 is going to be the top altitude, I'm guessing, on this SID. No turns below 850 feet due to interaction with other routes. Not climb above 4,000. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and put 4,000 as our do not exceed altitude up here for VNAV. We'll go ahead and put 4,000 up there. Everything seems pretty self-explanatory. That's a word, right? Explanatory. And yeah, we'll just kind of follow the magenta line and pray for the best. Let's go ahead and get that to RTO. We can go ahead and get this to reset. Everything else looks pretty good to me. We're just finishing up loading up passengers. Let's go ahead and get the APU on. Alright guys, truth be told, I accidentally pressed the wrong key, and apparently my engines are starting now. So, at the same time, in fact. That is weird. My engines are starting or started. Okay. Let me just do that, and then hopefully. I was trying to honestly just install or start the fluid motion frames to get better frame rates, and then the key command to activate it apparently almost started my engine. So I think we're okay now. I don't think my engines are going to start, but that was just weird. All right, let's go ahead and get our fuel pumps on, and let's go ahead and get our APU bleed on as well. And we go and get our seatbelt signs on. Let's see, how's GSX doing as far as the loading goes. They are all done. All right, let's go ahead and request pushback and departure. And like I said, I know that there's a couple Ryanairs behind me that just push back, so I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. But we won't need de-icing, I don't suspect. But yeah, we'll go ahead and call for push. Stand to the ground, Ryanair 1121. Do we call push with you? Is that our own discretion?
You can push with me.
Okay, sorry. Ryanair 1121, we're ready to push. I see the company back there. I'm not sure if they're going to taxi before us or not.
Ryanair 1121, that's squawk 5421, just so I can see where you are.
Oh, 54, not 6. 5421, Ryanair 1121.
Ryanair 1121, thank you. If you're able to push onto Charlie West, then I can give you push.
Charlie West, what's Charlie West?
Ryanair 4086, contact London Control 118.
If that's here, yeah, we can. And Ryanair 1121, yeah, we could push to Charlie West. And after waiting for a few planes to push back and start taxiing, it was time for us to get the call.
Ryanair 1121, if you haven't started your pushback yet, just hold position so I can taxi this Ryanair out.
Oh. We'll go ahead and hold position, Ryanair 1121.
Ryanair 1121, after the company 737-800 passes behind you from right to left, push and start is approved.
After the Ryanair, we'll go ahead and push and start Ryanair 1121. Alright, cool. We'll wait for the traffic, and then we'll push and start after that.
817 on Juliet. 480, bye-bye.
118.480, bye-bye, November.
Being that my engines are half started, I don't know how this is gonna work, but we'll try our best. Let's start number 2 here and see what this gives us. There we go, it resets, so I think we should be okay. I think. Because N2, okay, I don't know. Hopefully we're able to do this. If not, then Control E we trust. Since N2's already up, I'm just gonna insert fuel here, maybe? And hopefully that'll get us going. Yep, there it is. Engine should be starting now. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll set the parking brake here for the ground service to go ahead and disconnect us. And we'll get that to continuous. We'll go ahead and start number 1. Alright, perfect. Let's go ahead and get one of the best features of the Bora sound pack, some passenger sounds. Let's go ahead and get the passenger sounds on. We'll go ahead and get hydraulics A's on. Pitot heat can come on. That's looking good there. We'll wait for this to start a cutout. There we go. Continuous. Taxi light on. And everything else looks good to me. Let's go ahead and get the generators on. We'll get the engine bleeds, packs back to auto. Everything looks good there. Let's go ahead and get flaps 5. Ryanair 1121, we're ready to taxi on runway 22.
Ryanair 1121 taxi, holding point 01, runway 22 via Charlie, Hotel and Sierra.
Sierra 1 holding port by Charlie, Hotel, Sierra, Ryanair 1121. Alright,
Speedbird 98, uniform ready for taxi.
Alright, so Charlie,
Speedbird 98,
Charlie,
Hotel
Hotel, Sierra. Alright, sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and get brakes off.
Bravo, Hotel and
I'll go ahead and start our taxi out here. So basically we're going to go straight ahead and we'll make a left here. because this is Charlie right here, and then we're basically be right behind company.
Speedbird 99 Tango uniform.
Alright, we'll go ahead taxi straight ahead here. This is Charlie. Nice Air Berlin A330, RIP Air Berlin. As you can see on the ND here,
Runner 1121, contact London Control 118.480.
all the rings resemble the DMEs for the Star, or for the SID, I should say. So, got that all set up as a backup.
Ryanair 1121, contact London Control 118.48.
118.48, have a good one. Alright, we'll go ahead and taxi
Seabird
closer
908,
up
Tango
here.
uniformed.
And we'll go ahead and go there, and we'll
Berlin
head.
298, report passing altitude, climb now, flight level 150.
Oh, nice, got a British Airways A320. I want you to take note of this British Airways A320, especially the fact that it came after I was holding short of the runway.
1900, climb flight level 190.
And then this is going to be our whole
Berlin
start.
298, negative, climb flight level 150.
Oh, flight level 150, Berlin 298, sorry.
I don't know if it's just the accent, but the
Ryanair
British,
415, climb
but the
flight
British
level
accent is
210.
just, I just feel like I'm already in trouble when they talk to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
6,200 to 6,000.
Eurowings 55 Echo, Roger, I'll start. Call you back, brake, easy 87 kilo Baba, turn left heading 180.
Okay, that makes sense. So if it's Cat 2 or
Left heading
3, then
180,
it's Sierra 3.
Papa.
But since it's not Cat 2 or 3, it's Sierra 1 is over here. So we would hold back here, but then we're actually holding over here. That makes sense. Look at that. I'm starting to figure out the European way, guys. Then became a big waiting game. I don't think I've ever held short of a runway on VATSIM as long as I have during this flight. But then I all of a sudden heard a call, which was very confusing.
Seabird 98, Tango uniform, runway 22, cleared for takeoff, wind 140 at 9.
Runway 22 clear for takeoff. Speedbird 99 Tango uniform.
Fraction 211, contact London on 129 decimal.
Oh, this guy came
430.
after us. Excuse me.
Contact London on 129.
We got here first, and this guy's taking off before us. Excuse me.
Bye-bye, brake Berlin 298, climb flight level 240.
That's messed up. Just because I'm from America, they let the Speedbird go first.
Speedbird 923, descend flight level 250.
After the Speedbird took our takeoff clearance, we had to wait, I swear to you, it was another 30 to 35 minutes on the ground, just waiting for a takeoff clearance. Like I said, this is the longest I think I've ever had to wait for a takeoff clearance, and that just goes to show you how busy the European airspace actually is.
Ryanair 1121, thank you for your patience. Runway 22, clear for takeoff, wind 140 at 9.
22 clear for takeoff, Ryanair 1121.
Ryanair
Easy 18 Foxtrot Alpha, London
Oh my
129
gosh,
decimal
guys.
430.
That's probably the longest I've ever had to wait for a takeoff clearance. That's awesome. Slash also
Easy 18
crazy.
Foxtrot Alpha, London 129 430.
I forgot how busy Europe usually gets. Holy
Holy
cow. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and get lined up for takeoff.
29 Delta Quebec, factoring ILS runway 22, flight heading 050 degrees.
Heading 050,
Lufthansa 6 Tango Tango, direct Sabre, descend flight level 160.
Direct Sabre would descend level 160, Lufthansa 6 Tango.
Public control, good evening. Golf, Alpha Charlie Juliet, flight level 130, clear to
Golf Alpha Charlie Juliet under control.
Alright,
Easy 54
Toga,
under
here we
control.
go.
Hello. Expedite climb, flight level 120.
Expedite 120,
Cross check.
Speedbird 399, contact Heathrow Director 119.730.
System 11973, take it back.
V1, rotate.
Ryanair 57
Oh.
Delta Quebec, descend to
Hold
altitude
on.
4,000 feet,
My
QH
yoke decided to stop
1024.
working.
1024 down to 4,000.
My yoke does this. It stops working
Lufthansa
sometimes.
13, descend flight level 100.
If anybody has the TCA yoke
Can't see you
and randomly it stops working,
Lufthansa
does
13,
anybody let me
descend
know?
flight level 100.
Because I've dealt with that.
Descend flight level 100.
It's like this past week, and it's actually
Ryanair 9 November
crazy.
Golf, climb flight level 290.
Like my yoke just stops working all of a sudden. I just have to unplug and replug it back in.
Ryanair 77 Kilo Yankee,
Alright, but
runway
we're in the air
22,
though.
clear for
We're
takeoff,
okay.
wind 140 at 9.
System clear for takeoff, 77 Kilo Yankee. Under control, hello, Golf Lima Charlie, Delta Hotel, holding uniform at Stansted.
Golf Lima Charlie Delta Hotel.
Let's go flaps 1.
Lufthansa 13, descend, flight level
And
90,
we go flaps
speed
up.
250. Ryanair 1121, climb now, flight level 70, report your passing altitude.
Passing through 3,400 up to flight level 70, the Ryanair left turn 1.
Lufthansa 13, report speed to Heathrow 119, Ryanair 1121, climb now, flight level 80, unrestricted.
Climb at flight level 80, unrestricted, Ryanair left turn 1. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let me know down in the comments below what other flights you want me to do, what other content ideas you have for me. I'll be happy to do them. Eventually, ATC did go offline, so I was handed over to Unicom, but so far so good. The flight was going really good, and we were cruising on our way over to Dublin. Eventually, we made it over the Irish Sea, and we're getting close to our top of descent, so it was time to brief the arrival. Alright, we're approaching the top of descent here fairly soon. Let's go ahead and turn on the Boris Audio Works noise cancellation so we can hear ourselves think. They're using runway 10 in Dublin. Let's go ahead and take a look at the chart here. So our arrival today is going to be the Basco 3 Romeo. So if I'm looking at that, if we go here, I believe it starts here at Bagso, and then it's going to come down here to flight level 800 at Adsur, and then up here, and then to Adnall. That's all in the FMC, and then we go ahead and approach here. So let's go ahead and do 10 right. Looks like our final waypoint here is going to be IFBAP, if BAP. So they're using, like I said, runway 10s for the arrival. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna pull up on the FMCs here. The arrival, let's go over to let's do 10 left. So let's do 10 left, and let's go ahead and plug in if BAP. Looks like that's going to be a perfect match for us. So there we go. That is looking all good there, and making sure there's no discontinuities, which there isn't. And our bottom altitude is going to be 4,000 for that. So let's go ahead and set 4,000 in the MCP. We got no ATC, unfortunately, in Ireland, except we do have tower and we do have ground online in Dublin. So we'll make sure we contact them. We are on Unicom, and we go ahead and announce our intentions. Looks like we're going to be all set to go. Let's go ahead and reset VNav here, and we should be beginning. Excuse me. Why is our speed so slow? Oh, okay. That's weird. I don't know why we're about to stall out here. That's interesting. And so yeah, we're going to be starting our descent into Dublin here. Like a genius pilot that we are, let's go ahead and take a look at the weather in Dublin. Let's see what we got here. We got few clouds at 300 feet. We got scattered at 400 feet, and we got a broken layer at 500 feet. All right, looking good. We got QNH of a 1018, and winds are 140 at 10. Not bad. I like it. All right, 7,000 is going to be the transition level. So let's just make sure that we have that in there. If we go to index and perf, we go ahead and make sure 7,000 is in there, which it is. And the QNH is 1018. So let's go ahead and grab that. 1018, perfect. And we're going into cold, cloudy Dublin. All right, here we go, approaching Dublin. Let's go ahead. We'll slow down to our flaps. Our flaps up speed here. Basically, we're going to make this big old loop here and then come in and then land. There's a couple of airplanes. I'm not hearing them on Unicom, but we got a couple airplanes in front of us. I believe it's an Aer Lingus and another Ryanair in front of us landing. So we'll go ahead and slow down a little bit also for spacing. Let's see if we can go ahead and see them on the TCAS here. Not seeing them. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, they are there. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Okay, so here is obviously Dublin. They got one here, and then we're over here. I think they're just going direct to that FBAP waypoint. So let's do the same thing. We're going to go direct down there since they did that as well. And we'll kind of cut in here, cheat the system a little bit, and get in a little bit early. Alright, let's go ahead and slow down to flaps 5 speed. And I'm going to go ahead and switch over to tower a little bit early just to monitor, just to see what they're doing down there. And we'll go ahead and activate our ILS frequency. 10955 is our frequency for the ILS runway 10 left approach. And our glide slope intercept altitude for this is going to be 3,000 feet. So let's go ahead and go down to 3,000 feet. And we'll set up that. Final approach course is 97. That's looking good there. And we'll go ahead and continue our approach into Dublin. Alright guys, turning final here. Let's go ahead and try to intercept the localizer. Looking at the charts here is interesting because there's like these negative signs. I don't know what this means. And I don't know where Ryanair goes, so we're just going to have to figure it out once we're on the ground. Alright, let's go ahead, and we got that intercepted. Let's go ahead and arm the approach. That's looking good there. And let's go ahead and we'll get gear down and see, look, my gear switch is not working on my yoke right now. And I don't know why, but my yoke stops working after a little bit. So please, if anybody knows this on the TCA, why it just stops working, like I'm pressing the gear button and nothing's happening, let me know. But my solution is to literally unplug it and replug it back in and hope for the best. I don't know if it's because my USB is on a hub and not my actual PC, or I don't know, because I have a lot of USBs I need to connect, so that could be it, possibly. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on with the approach here. Let's go get flaps 15. That's looking good. We could go ahead and put this up to our go-around altitude, which is 3,000. Oh, okay. Never mind. We'll just keep it at 3,000 then.
3 Hotel Charlie Victor, November 3, left November.
November 3, left November, Ryanair 3 Hotel Charlie.
Alright, we'll see if we get the runway in sight. All the lights are on. That's looking good there. And we can go ahead and slow this down to our flaps 15 speed. Glide slope has been intercepted.
Hold chart kilo, contact the ground, 12.8. Bye-bye.
Hold short kilo, ground 12.8, Ryanair 3 Hotel, correction, 12.9, Ryanair 3 Hotel Charlie, thank you.
Alright, let's go ahead and get flaps down to 30. Our target speed today is going to be 148.
2,500.
Alright, that's looking good there. Alright, I think we're all set up. Double tower, Ryanair 1121, ILS runway 10, runway 10 left.
Ryanair 1121, tower close, surface 21 40 degrees, 10 knots, lead, 10 left, clear to land.
10 left, clear to land, Ryanair 1121. Alright, here we go. No runway in sight just yet, but I'm sure we'll be able to see it soon. Just for my sake, I'm just going to get the airport chart, if it doesn't crash, on here. Airport, let's go to, it's all the airport briefings. Where's the airport? Right here. Boom, the 10-9 chart. We'll go ahead and pin that, and we'll go ahead and get this nice and big, so once we taxi, we'll have a chart in the sim. We won't have to pull up any Chrome windows or anything.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilizers, approach altitude is set.
Go back to 05. From 0,
Alright,
from 05.
I'm going to go ahead and take over here. Alright, my aircraft here.
Easy 75, tango.
My aircraft here. Let's see if we get butter the bread with Ryanair here. It's up to me to restore the Ryanair legacy and show everyone that Ryanair too can have soft landings.
500.
All right, a little fast here. We'll slow down.
400.
A lot of wind out here to the right of us here. Got some
300.
some more power here. A little low. Getting low. Correcting.
$100.
Massive stutter. Holy. Holy. Is this how we end it? Is this how we end it? No way this is how we end it. Oh my god. Oh.
50.
We're alive. We're alive.
30.
We're alive.
20. 10.
Hold it. Hold it. Oh. Alright, I like that. Alright. Reverse is in the green. Manual braking. I was honestly kind of scared there, guys. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Okay, what's this approaching right now?
1121, Vegas, November 3, left November.
November 3, left November, Ryanair left 21. Okay, so it's November 3, then left November down here. Okay, gotcha. Guys, that was almost scary. All right. We'll go off here. Let's go ahead and clean her up. We'll go ahead and get flaps up here. And we'll taxi in. Oh, it's a do not entry. Oh, is that what that negative sign means? It means you can't enter the runway from there?
121, hold short kilo and contact the ground 121.8. Bye-bye.
Hold short kilo, contact ground 121.8. Ryanair 1121. Dublin ground Ryanair 1121 short of kilo. No idea where Ryanair parks, so if you could help us, that'd be much appreciated.
Ryanair 1121 Dublin ground. Hello, taxi right kilo Charlie, and it should be the standoff to your left.
Right kilo Charlie, and then stand over to our left. Ryanair 1121. Thank you. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get our flight directors off. Don't need those, and we'll taxi her in. I'm guessing they're not link 7. Oh, we can park next to the Ryanair. Let's go. Okay, this is Charlie right here. Bet. All right, so this is stands over here. So let's go ahead and park next to our Ryanair friend. And before we do that, we can go ahead and get the APU on. And I don't know what stand these are. Oh, our friend is connected. Okay. What is? Oh no, he's back. Is this 109 Charlie? Let's do 109 Charlie. Sure. 109. So I'll there maybe. Okay, and then 109 Charlie. Boom. No. And we'll do Ryanair. Cool. Alright, we successfully did this. Alright, let's go ahead and get our taxi light off so we don't blind him. Or her, or whoever it is over there. And we'll go ahead and get these off here. We'll get these on electrical generator. And let's go ahead and turn in here. And let's see if we get a nice, perfect parking.
Mac 556, if you could just stand by one of the company, that should pass by in a couple of minutes.
Alright, we got a little
screen
screen here.
Taxi, link 5, Papa 1 hold short, runway 1634.
Left. Slow down. Okay, sorry, I'll slow down. Okay. Slow, 737, yeah, okay. 3,
and
2,
Mac 556, once the company passes from
stop.
your left to right, you're pushing
Okay.
through face west, Q&H.
We'll go ahead and hit stop. And we'll get that going. Let's go ahead and get to 1228. And we'll shut down the engines. And with that being said, I think we have successfully, once we hit start deboarding here, we'll have, oh, okay, whatever. We will not deboard, never mind. We have successfully made it on a full flight in Europe Let's go, guys. After successfully doing this flight, let me know what other flights you guys want to see in Europe. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and join the Discord, link in the bio. Peace.